Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Head 3, and hopefully you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So the last video I did on Boomer Esiason is that he said that Olympic athletes shouldn't discuss politics, that they're not there for that, essentially, and that nobody cares what they have to say, which I applaud Boomer for saying that, but obviously there are people in the media that are going to have meltdowns. And we had somebody that's another sports commentator. I don't know who he is. It doesn't matter. But let me read you this from Bad Media. Headline: Mike Ryan Ruiz. Boomer Esiason should say what he means about Olympic athletes' political stances. Now I have a question. Actually, it's more of a comment. Like that George Carlin joke. Pick a fucking name there, Mike. It's Mike Ruiz, not Mike Ryan Ruiz. 3 names. I hate people like this. Right off the bat, I don't like this guy. It's already pretentious. Quote, you want them to shut up, quit being PSY, Boomer Esiason, put your name to it. Say what you effing mean. Mike Ryan Ruiz did not mince words when addressing Boomer Esiason's recent criticism of American Olympians who have voiced political concerns during the Winter Games in Milan. Ruiz delivered a fiery on-air rebuke to underscore the widening divide between traditional sports radio commentary and a new wave of personality-driven sports media. WFAN's Boomer Esiason sparked the debate earlier this week on Boomer and Gio, where he reacted, and I would mention, the only difference between people like Mike Ryan Ruiz is that they're more willing, they're going to talk about the politics. Doesn't mean they don't believe it, just like the mainstream does. Okay? This is a guy that would tell you to put a mask on. This is a guy that tell you to take the vaccine. All this other nonsense. Don't. This is not something new. WFN's Boomer Esiason sparked a debate earlier this week on Boomer and Gio. I would mention, Boomer was a top-notch, first-class athlete, and he was an MVP of the NFL. This is not someone to sort of push away when it comes to talking about athletes. Who is this Mike Ryan Ruiz, this pretentious 3-name man? Don't know. Maybe you know in the comment section. Tell me who he is. Is he an athlete, or is he just a bullshit artist? Let me read this paragraph again. WFN's Boomer Esiason sparked a debate earlier this week on Boomer and Gio, where he reacted to members of Team USA expressing unease about conditions in the country. Esiason said athletes should pipe down, focus on their sport, and respect the flag while representing the United States on a global stage. Some people have also said that they should just be quiet because, if you're representing the country, why are you complaining about it? The remarks came after freestyle skiers Hunter Hess said wearing the flag does not mean endorsing everything happening domestically. And Chris Lillis described himself as heartbroken over current events. Oh, pansies. Say what you mean. Say with your chest, you chicken shit, because your MAGA-coded bullshit has been going on for 10 years, exclaimed Ryan Ruiz. The guy, President Trump, is in office for a second time because his whole platform is how much this country stinks. No, it's not. Yet you, Esiason, sit on the sidelines when Nick Bosa wears a MAGA hat in the postgame, wears the same energy. He doesn't have to do that. Speaking Thursday on the Dan Lay Retard Show with Wiener. It's the Dan Lay Retard Show with Stugatz, who's not as Stugatless as more like it. Ruiz forcefully defended athletes such as Hess and Lillis, both of whom acknowledged complicated feelings about representing the U.S. amid ongoing political tensions. Ruiz argued that their willingness to speak openly reflects a deeply American tradition of dissent, while he characterized Esiason's comments as selectively dismissive and coded. No, it's not. Ruiz responded, accusing Esiason of avoiding direct acknowledgement of the political undertones he believes drive such criticism. He broadened his argument beyond Esiason personally, contending that many Americans feel unsettled about the direction of the country. Let me tell you something, a lot more people are happy about it than they're saying. Quote, a hell of a lot of people aren't exactly thrilled with how things are going in this country, Ryan Ruiz explained. They are using their one moment in most cases to highlight that because that is universally American. And you want them to shut up, quit being PSY, Boomer Esiason. Put your name to it. Say what you effing mean. Very angry. This is a lot of emotion here. Very angry. Doesn't want to hear this. Ruiz also, I would mention again, the whole media is littered like people like this. All of them, pretty much. And guys like Boomer, and I don't know what Boomer follows. I don't know if he's mad. I don't know what he is. I don't care. I don't care what any of these people are. But when people like this pop up, you got to sort of, smack them around a little bit. Ruiz also frames frustration as part of a larger cultural dynamic within sports discourse, saying he's grown tired of what he perceives as commentators who dismiss dissent as weakness while bristling at criticism directed toward their own viewpoints. Are you sure about that? I don't think so. It's the other way around. He said, pipe down. I am sick of these snowflakes that would tell me I was soft for 10 years. I had to swallow it, said Ryan Ruiz. You use your platform however you want, but if you're going to actually attack other people for sharing your feelings, then maybe don't just code your language. Actually say it because they're actually being great. You're an asshole. How about that? The exchange highlights how the Olympics continue to serve as a flashpoint for conversations that extend well beyond medal counts and podium finishes. I have more respect for the people that take their platform and actually say what they mean with their chest than this shit, rapped Ryan Ruiz. He's an asshole. This guy's a jerk. You better be careful with Boomer, by the way. Boomer's not one to trifle with. This guy's not an athlete. And again, I've never heard of this guy. He better be very careful with Boomer. Boomer's not one to trifle with. And I'm not joking. He's the one guy at the radio station everybody's afraid of. Even he's 65 years old, they're all afraid of him because he's in better shape than all of them. He's in better shape than this Ryan Ruiz. That's a damn sure. Boomer wasn't a guy to trifle with when he was younger. He had a reputation of being a bully. You don't want to mess with Boomer. I don't think he wants to mess with Boomer. I don't think he knows his rep. He sees a guy commentating and thinks, he would get in his face. And Boomer, by the way, was not on his show this morning on Friday. I guess he was off, so he was not on his show. And I have a follow-up video about his partner Greg Giannotti coming to his defense, which I don't know was said this morning, but on Friday. But Ryan Ruiz better be very careful. Tread very lightly. You ever heard, don't tread on me, tread very lightly. Ryan Ruiz, very carefully, extremely careful when it comes to Boomer Esiason. Well, you let me know what you think about this video, and of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut 3, and I'll see you later.